Minister of Trade Dr. Edward Hinga Sandy welcomed participants and said they had conveyed a roundtable discussion between the President and all players in the country's business community who were contributing immensely to the economic growth.
As we almost get out of the COVID-19, we all had to begin cool, then something else happened. The war in Ukraine can cause beyond trouble. Not only that, the war in Ukraine make it difficult for me to buy things and with another impact in the world. The kind way them will be not used for they do business all don't change. Because the war affect beaucoup other markets in Europe, even in Asia. And today we see even the petroleum product what they use for move around, instead of get small problem for get the volumes they won't need. So now with all this, His Excellency say, make we come and talk to us.
According to the Executive Chairman, Petroleum Regulatory Agency, Brahma Balawa M. Kuruma, said this is a big opportunity for all players in the petroleum sector to share ideas and challenges together and acknowledge the many support that the government has given to them. He further stated that it is also for the government to clearly understand their collective difficulties.
Particularly the Russian and the Ukraine war, it don't exacerbate the problem. The fear don't increase. It's more than double. So this is an impact on the transportation, the impact of the movement of goods and services. It will also increase food and other commodities. So, but the kind of president will get a fight for open up. One can listen to the business community, to the consumer. Then today you see the transporters, the keke, the okada, they all come together and accept it. Indeed, what did happen is completely outside the hands of any government, outside the hands of every country. But what we will do as a government, that for all come together, let we talk, because we strength, that when we come together for take decisions. So what will happen is, for all find creative ways, we will mitigate the impact of this shock across the globe. And what we believe, crisis is normally not sustainable. Crisis is not going to take long. What did happen in the world? If the price can't come back, this government here will put that down. But let we the consumers, no patient with the government, also the dealers themselves, let them left for hide petroleum product every day and for buy. The government will try as much as possible for let create the environment with the support the market economy through the raising forex, whether one of the challenges what they get. So today, this is like having an inclusive engagement with the business community and the consumers, which is very good, and we should be very grateful to President Julius Maada. I'm pretty sure tomorrow on Monday the message will be different than the country.
Speaking on behalf of participants, Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Importers Association and the CEO of the Razak Holding and Procurement Center Sierra Leone Limited, Rashid Ibrahim Conte, said as a group they were the largest taxpayers in the country, contributing a significant proportion to government revenue.
The rollout of the single window system has hugely complemented trade reforms and the clearing process at the ports with record time compared to other countries in the region. We are grateful for the local content policy at work and likes of integrated business services and transport and port management system run by Sierra Leoneans. I want to specifically thank the Minister of Trade for that as well. The launch of the free trade zone with first-class infrastructure and support service will help boost local production across the agricultural value chain.
Christopher Foster, President, Sierra Leone Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, specifically thanked the President for his policy direction in such areas as the reduction of duty on essential commodities like rice, flour, cement, iron rods, lifting of the burden of importers, and helping to cushion household disposable incomes.
I would also like to congratulate you, Your Excellency, and the government on a number of reforms the government has taken to continue to improve the business climate in Sierra Leone. We particularly note some of the actions your government has made over the years in the form of reduction on taxes on commodities, policy reforms and industrial special economic zones, doing business reforms, support to SME agri-processing via the World Bank project, to name but a few. We also acknowledge the government's commitment to further boost the agricultural sector and continue to attract foreign direct investment.
While addressing the high-level stakeholders meeting, the President thanked business community for their support to the economy, saying that no country could develop without their citizens paying taxes. He therefore urged citizens to comply with the National Revenue Authority in tax mobilization for sustainable economic growth.
The inflation, the high prices that we don't occur all right around the world. But now we own Nassau, now we care for. If we get for able regulate them, I think we get for make sure say we engage winner. As I say, when they make a lot of recommendations, when they suggest certain things the way government they do, what government need for do, for reduce the burden on winner. But we also want to make sure say we will do that. Winner self will translate that into reducing the burden on the ordinary people. The truth is, these are extraordinary times. We have no business with the war between the two countries, but we have business with it because we suffer now. We have no say. And let we talk some other stuff for further, they listen to itself. But we people, they suffer. You know, and why we need forget this dialogue? Because in this community, we can able frankly discuss the issues and some of the things they want to raise and things the way government normally not go think about them.
The meeting brought together the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Trade, the Bank Governor, the Commissioner General of the National Revenue Authority, Ministry of Labour and Social Security, Ministry of Information and Communication, players in the petroleum sector, representative of the Sierra Leone Chamber of Commerce, motor drivers and General Transport Workers Union, Manufacturers Association, Exporters and Importers, Bike Riders Association, Drivers Union, Tricycle Riders Association, and the Civil Society Organization. For Star TV News, George Elliott Sam reporting.